Hey guys, today we have with us Mr. Omkar Joshi. Mr. Omkar Joshi is a founder of NSML.ai. He actually owns an AI startup company in India. Also, he is master in statistics and he's working as he's a senior data scientist. And genuinely speaking, at NSML.ai and during his career as well, he has been handling a lot of iconic brands across his career. So that is what it is. So today we are going to talk about how we can build AI startups in India, his journey as a data scientist, what are the entrepreneurial opportunities in India into AI startups, and a lot of other things. So Omkar, here is your first question. Can you please briefly tell about yourself and your journey as a data scientist till now?
Thank you, Govind. Thank you for that introduction. It's pretty awesome to be here and talking with you all guys. So, I have done my master's in statistics. My post graduation is in statistics. So, I always into the analytics field. So, but when I was graduating or post graduating, I was not very much aware about AI and machine learning. So, when I got my first job as a statistical analyst, then I started discovering this field, artificial intelligence, machine learning, and all that stuff. So, on job, I actually started learning Python and machine learning. Then I switched to another company where I work as a machine learning engineer. In that previous company, I work on various NLP projects, natural language processing projects, and in this process, I found two my partners who are co-founders of Ensemble.ai. So in that process, we actually tune up very well, and we actually form a very good team actually. So and that's how then we decided that we are tuning really well, and there are a lot of opportunities in AI. So if we can start our own company, that would be great. And some things happen, circumstances happens, and then we just started it. We just started.
So that was a great journey, Omkar. That's really nice to hear. Genuinely speaking, first of all, I also come from an entrepreneurship background, so I know how much guts it takes to get into a startup, and of course into this niche industry like AI. So Omkar, here is my first question to you. Like we all see that there are a lot of opportunities in data science, in data analytics in India and across the globe. There are a lot of job opportunities. If I go on the job portals, then combinedly there are more than 25,000 plus openings regarding data sciences, data analytics, and around AI, which are available on the job portals. But like the one thing I wanted to ask is how to start up an AI startup. Like if let's say I want to build a startup in the AI ecosystem, how do we do that? How do we get started? Because that is something which is people generally does not know.
So the first thing is that if you want to start an AI startup, you must know the technology very well. That means I think that is very important for all of us, that we all know that how exactly AI works. So that's the first thing. You means those who want to start in the field of artificial intelligence, they first make sure that they know AI very well, quite well, so that since you know the working and the technology AI, what AI can do and what AI can't do, according to that you can see the opportunities in the market now. So I think the first thing that anyone should, if they are thinking to start an AI startup, they should first know the what AI exactly and what it can do and what it cannot do, and after that they should decide exactly in which sector they want to apply this technology, so that they can focus on that sector and then can improve over the time. So, and definitely it's always good to have really good partners with you. You can tune up very well, and you can
Exactly.
Create a really very good team actually.
Yeah.
Because it's not a AI is kind of means it's difficult actually, and it's not a it's not a one man army job.
Yeah, I understand that.
You need people. You need people. If you are obsessed, say now we are applying AI in the field of manufacturing industry and automotive industry.
Correct.
One of our partner, one of my co-founder is Pankaj Meher. He's actually
Mhm.
coming from mechanical industry. He has a
Oh,
work experience in NTPC and all that stuff. He has also
okay.
worked in boilers.
Okay.
So he has that domain expertise in automotive and manufacturing industry. So he
Okay.
knows the problem statement very well.
Okay.
After that, I come from statistics background, so I know data science very well. And
Mhm.
my another business partner is Sushruta Astikar, who is coming from computer science background. So
Okay.
creating AI, creating models is one part. Deploying them is
Mhm.
another part.
Yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
he takes care of that deployment part.
Mhm.
So it's always it's so if you are starting an AI startup, you must ensure that you have a balanced team.
Right, absolutely.
So the first thing is that you should know the technology. Second
Yeah.
thing, you should decide in which sector you want to apply
Okay.
this technology, and you
Mhm.
have a balanced team. So
Okay.
if that will give you confidence to
Okay.
start up and then go with that.
Okay. So, Omkar, to sum up the story, like I can say how to build a AI startup is number one, you should thoroughly know the domain expertise. You should thoroughly have the domain expertise, plus you should know the technology very well. Secondly, you should have a diverse team which can work in different, different domains to set up the balance across the organization. And the third and the most important thing is dedication, because without that, you cannot work. So that was the thing. So, Omkar, can you just help us, can you just share some entrepreneurship opportunities in the domain of data science or data analytics? Like if I want to, if I I want to do a startup in AI, so what are the opportunities that are there, what I can do? Because genuinely speaking, there is no one I can see across the internet, or who can help us to guide how to build a AI startup, or what are the entrepreneurship opportunities that we can do. Can you please share some of them, like what budding entrepreneurs today can do in the field of data science?
Since now it's we all know that we are moving to a digital economy and we are moving quite fast. You know, so means Indian government has been focusing on these things, that digital India, and now with that current announcement that Google is going to invest in India for digitized point, this is very clear that India is moving forward, moving quite fast to become a digital economy. And as soon as we digital economy means more business are going digital, or you can say that they are integrating digital system with them. So the more the economy becomes digital, the more the business go digital, the more there will be data, more there will be the generation of data. And as soon as we are creating so much of data, people will need skilled people, skilled candidates, and skilled teams to handle that data. So I will give you one example. Right now, under this Digital India initiatives, Kerala government have started digitizing their water supply system. So they are actually analyzing, monitoring, and using predictive analytics for their water management system. Similarly, you can see there is a news of Niti Aayog, that Niti Aayog is going to invest a lot to help small crop to help farmers to yield better using technologies like AI and IoT. So so at, so consider public sector or private sector. Both are moving fast to become a digital economy. Both are actually uh, trying to adapt this new technology, artificial intelligence, IoT, and robotics. So there are obviously, the more people will adapt this technology, the more the opportunities it will create. So right now, I see there are a lot of opportunities already there in the market, and with this now, with this pandemic, actually, it has given more boost to the artificial intelligence, because it's actually people have realized that we can't be human dependent. We need automated systems that can take decisions and can make better decisions and can do things like we all human do. So there is a realization in the industry now that we need automated system, we need AI. Because of this pandemic, what should have happened in the next 5 years has been have happened in the last 5 6 months. So this will definitely going to boost the economy to adapt this new technology. So
Yes.
that, like I said earlier, you have to first decide in which sector you are going to apply. According to that, you can start developing the ideas. So already e-commerce is already utilizing a lot of AI stuff. in their market. Like you see Amazon, YouTube, all these things are using lot of artificial intelligence. Similarly, now government is also adapting and giving intensives to data-led techniques to integrate in their system. So you can also partner with the government to create means AI start. If you want to make a AI startup, you can partner with government and take help of government initiative to build AI system. And similarly, like we are working in the field of automotive and manufacturing industry, so we are actually focusing to automate the quality inspection process. So most of the industries are actually in most of the industries, quality inspection has been done manually
Oh,
or
acha.
by or by old systems. So
Mm-hmm.
we can, by using computer vision and artificial and deep learning, we can actually automate that process and give better assistance to these companies. I think there are a lot of opportunities in the in all sectors now. So it's for you to decide exactly in which sector you want to apply. And I will suggest that don't think too much. Startup, you will get the opportunities as soon as you enter the market.
Okay, so technically, like you win the half of the war when you actually do a start. We're pretty much convinced that what wonders AI and automation can do, because we at NSGM, we are a kind of automation heavy company. We use a lot of automations, and uh, while heading the operations and heading the company for so long. Me and my partners Harshit and Arpit, my co-founders, we have seen the wonders of AI, how it has made our life easier. Because earlier, whatever the things that we used to supposed to do manually, it is all being automated, and it is really, really a very life easier job for us. So genuinely speaking, like we also use a lot of AI, so we know it. To just share a small story with you, one of my student, she's a digital marketing student. She's working in a AI based startup, and secondly, she is working in an AI based startup, and that is an agro based startup. So technically, these guys, these guys analyze the data that they get it from crops, different cropping patterns, and etc. And then they try to predict what are the cropping patterns and what are the things that we should be taking up in next year, or we should be taking up in that. So amazing company, amazing startup it is. So Omkar, my immediate question to you will be, let's say if I am in a tier 2 city in India, and there's data science, data analytics, and AI, and all of our machine learning, if we talk about, these are all domains are very popular into the metro cities, and people already know about it. But let's say if I am in a tier 2 city, can I think of starting an AI startup? Can I do it? Are the resources available? That is the biggest question. So can I do that? Can you just throw some light on this? Because like today I believe that India lies in startup Bharat and not startup India. So what will be your recommendation to the people who are actually residing in tier 2 city and want to do an AI startup?
So actually, we have also started startup in tier 2 city. So can you start startup in tier 2 city? AI startup? Yes, definitely.
Okay.
Yes. There are
Okay.
lot of opportunities.
Okay.
So first thing that I will tell you, that artificial intelligence is not domain restricted.
Mhm.
Its applications are everywhere. So it does
Correct.
not matter if you start a startup in a tier 1 or tier 2 or tier 3 cities.
Mhm.
You
Mhm.
know, uh, most means
Yeah.
you can create connections using the internet now. I think internet is everywhere in India.
Mhm.
That's
Correct.
a really good thing
Mhm.
actually. So
Mhm.
you can definitely use internet to enhance your
Mhm.
knowledge,
Right.
to get in connect with those people for whom you
Mhm.
are wanted to create some AI system or give
Okay.
some services.
Okay.
So because of internet, learning and connection is not a problem.
Mhm.
But what happens? The exposure is
Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
tired means in tier 2 cities you won't get that exposure that you
Mhm.
get in Mumbai, Pune or Bangalore.
Mhm.
The infrastructure and ecosystem is there
Yeah.
much
Yeah.
better than the tier 2 cities. But,
Okay.
but these are the challenges in tier 2 cities. But that
Mhm.
doesn't stop you to start your company here.
Exactly.
So
Yes.
you can, yes, sir. That will
Yeah.
not stop us from starting this company or starting
Mhm.
any startup.
Correct.
There are opportunities everywhere. Means if you are, like you were saying about agro-based means that student is working in an
Mhm.
agro-based startup which is
Yeah.
working on AI technology.
Yeah.
Obviously, means obviously that company is working more with farmers and villages compared to
Exactly.
any other athlete. It
Yes,
is
yes.
definitely not domain restricted.
Mm-hmm.
Wherever you think that you can create some value for either
Mm-hmm.
businessman or farm or business or for anybody, you
Mm-hmm.
think that you can create value using this technology,
Okay,
you should go for it. You should not think
definitely.
about this.
Definitely. So, to enhance this capability of students and working professionals, and to help you out, we have also created, to just tell you, Omkar, we have also created a community on data science. We call it as NSDM Data Science Community, where we keep on exploring a lot of ideas, where we keep on exchanging a lot of ideas and solving the problems of the people for that. And that's where everything comes into picture. So, Omkar, my immediate question to you: can an AI startup be bootstrap, or we always need a funding to run an AI startup?
Uh, you should, when you start a company, until and unless you create your portfolio, or you create, if you are a product company, then you will have to create MVP, so that maybe you will get the funding from the investors. But uh, it you should always start by bootstrapping your company. Means either by, there are many ways that you can bootstrap your company, either by your own savings or with the help of family and friends. But but if you are a product AI product company, as soon as you make your MVP, means if your MVP is ready, you must go for funding, because this is an expensive technology. You will need a lot of infrastructure and lot of you will have to invest lot on, especially
Correct.
on data. So
Mm-hmm.
you are definitely going to need money. So as
Okay.
soon as you finish the MVP of your product, you should
Mm-hmm.
definitely go for funding. And I
Okay.
must say, these days getting funding, I will not say very easy, but
Mm-hmm.
you can get funding really well. Means
Okay.
these days venture capitalists are actually trying to
Mm-hmm.
find, are there any companies who are working on such cutting edge technology, and they actually
Right.
approach you.
Right.
So it's not that hard, it's not so
Mm-hmm.
easy, but it's not that
Mm-hmm.
hard to get seed funding.
Okay.
So, and also there are a lot of initiatives of government also to support that
Mm-hmm.
also. But
Correct.
I think as soon as you create your portfolio, or as soon as you build up a strong portfolio, or is your MVP is ready, you should
Mm-hmm.
go for funding.
Okay. Okay, fair enough.
Hmm.
So Omkar, that was really nice. Like my ideas got a little clear about what, because I was in a little, little confusion, like what need to be done. Because of course, getting into AI, it's an expensive technology. As we have said, it is not like you can just get started right away without any money. It is a little expensive technology, so we might need funding at some of the stages. Not to start with, we can get started, build a small portfolio, have a little cash flow, and then we can go for funding, of course. So my Omkar, my immediate next question will be to you is, if if there is a budding entrepreneur who is just in third year, second year, or final year of their engineering and want to build a AI startup, so what is your recommendation to that budding entrepreneur, like how he should move, where he should go, how he should can plan, and is learning data science is really important? What is your take on this?
Yeah, if you want to start your startup, then learning data science is very important, because at initial stages you should know everything, what exactly you are building and how you are going to build that. So yes, learning data science is very important for
Okay.
any AI startup. Okay,
Okay.
for anyone
Mhm.
who want to
Mhm.
create, who want to build, who want to
Mhm.
start AI company, he
Mhm.
should know at least the basics of data science and how it
Mhm.
works, and what
Mhm.
it can do and what it cannot do.
Right, right, right.
From my experience,
Mhm.
what I
Mhm.
will recommend to the buddies who want to start AI company, I
Okay.
will recommend that means, do not think that if you have a really great idea, that's good.
Mhm.
But
Mhm.
just do not think that this is going to be very disruptive and I'm totally transforming the world.
Okay.
Means it's really good that you have a
Mhm.
really good AI product idea,
Right,
and you
right.
want to build a company for
Okay.
to build that product, but go
Mhm.
step by step.
Right.
Take small step initially, because what
Mhm.
happens, you also need to know how is market responding to your product or to
Okay.
your AI services?
Correct.
How is the market response? What kind of changes you need to do to better service your market? So it's always better to start step by step. Means if you're an AI service company, start with small projects. Take an idea of market. What exactly market wants? What exactly is market demanding? And what is the mentality of this market for this particular technology? How are they gonna adapt it? So these are the things you have to consider when you are starting initially. Or if you are a AI product company, you should definitely create MVP as soon as possible and see the market response. How market is responding to your product, and then you gradually decide what you want to do next.
Okay.
So that's only my recommendation. Take some
Mhm.
small step initially.
Okay.
Don't think that you are going to be disruptive or totally going to transform the world.
Okay.
Take small steps.
Mhm.
Take the idea of marketplace
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
decide your next step.
Okay, so it's like
That's what I
start.
would recommend.
Okay, so like start small and grow exponentially. That we can say.
Yes.
Okay.
That I
Okay.
can.
Yeah, that is the that is the
Experience also.
yeah, so that is the sole reason that I have seen into budding entrepreneurs. Like they are like they feel that founder is a very fancy word, but I know we have been started the thing from scratch. Like me and my partners have started the things from scratch, and we know that founder is just a fancy word, and there are a lot of things which are attached to it. So Omkar, one last thing before closing, can you help me with one of the worst moments of your entrepreneur journey and one of the best moments of your entrepreneurial journey till now that you will always remember, and you will not forget it for your life? Like, can you just share it?
There are a lot of best moments.
Okay.
When we decided to start, that was a best moment for us. Then when we got our first client, that was our best moment. That first time we have deployed our own product in actual product in market,
Yes.
actual AI product in the market. So that
Yeah.
was a big achievement for us. When
Right.
that first paycheck comes, you feel really very happy. There are a lot of best moments like this. You are creating something new on daily basis. You are learning
Right.
something new on daily basis.
Correct.
And what are the worst moments? There was a time when we do not we didn't have any office.
Okay.
So we used to work anywhere. We used to
Okay.
work from garden. We used to work from anyone's house.
Okay.
So we just didn't have any office because we don't have that much
Right,
money. We
right.
didn't have money to pay the rents or
Okay.
something like that. So
Okay.
that was the worst moment. That means that time you feel, oh, you should have at least office. So
Okay.
but this is the part of the this is
Part of the journey, yeah.
part
Yeah.
of the journey, part of the
Yes.
process.
Right.
But things happen.
Okay. That was great interacting with you, Omkar. Like, I feel really amazing to interact with this set of people who have started their journey from scratch and right now doing wonders. And you have been putting up so many efforts. I know you from so long. You have been also our data science mentor with us. We know it, the kind of things that you are putting in, the kind of efforts that you have. Because running in a company is not a joke. It takes a lot of efforts with respect to you. And being a data science mentor, I can always see the passion inside you for training students. Like I always see the way you train people with us, the passion you put it into it. So this is really important when we see as an founder and entrepreneur, like he wants to bring change in the society. So that is the spirit that I want. I actually see in you, Omkar. So Omkar, any closing thoughts that you would like to say, or that would like to recommend people in who are working in AI or who wants to start their career in AI or who wants to learn AI? Like, any closing thoughts, any things that you would like to recommend it to people?
Any closing thoughts? Okay. So those who want to start their company in AI, I will only suggest or I will only recommend, don't think too much.
Okay.
Start your company and
Okay.
things will fall in place.
Okay,
Don't
thank
worry
you.
about it. And for those who are learning AI, I will suggest them that start learning AI, and who
Mhm.
wants to switch their field to AI.
Mhm.
go to the basic concept of this technology, learn the course of this technology.
Right.
As I said, programming is always there.
Okay. So technically, like the way you have always been taking care, like at NSGM as well, like project-based learning architecture is super important that we focus on. We help a building on a lot of industry projects, a lot of capstone projects. So project-based learning is really important. And with this, I can definitely conclude the kind of journey you have, the kind of journey that our data science mentors have. I have just watched one thing, that learning AI is super important. This is something not that you can just in the market and start learning it, and understanding is super important. So you have to invest in your learning.
Yes.
So that is really important. So Omkar, that was a great time having you. Thank you so much for spending our time for us. It was nice having you in this conversational podcast. If you have, so Omkar, like we have you in our community as well. So guys, those who want to connect with Mr. Omkar Joshi, he is there in our NSDM data science community. He is a mentor at NSDM as well. You can just go ahead, just search in Facebook NSDM data science community. We have a Facebook community. You can just get added into that community. You can put up your queries over there, and you can also go ahead. I'll also put up the community, the link of the community in the description section, in the text section, so that you can go ahead and join in, and you can put up your queries. For anything else, if you want to learn data sciences, data analytics, or AI technologies, feel free to reach out to us. So thank you so much, Mr. Omkar. Thank you so much, guys, for having us. It was nice to have you, and it was a great conversation with you. Thank you, Omkar. Good day.
Thank you for calling me.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.